All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about the Automation Architect Protocol. And look, I want you to think of this as more than just some update. This is a whole new operating system for your business. It's the playbook for how you're going to win in 2026 and beyond, starting today.
I want this to sink in. This isn't just some small change or a trend that's going to fade away. No, the entire game has changed. The playbook that got you to where you are right now, it's gone. It's useless. The old rules are out the window.
So that really begs the question, right? Why are you still trying to operate on that old hardware? You have to seriously rethink your entire approach because, let's be honest, in this new world, your old mindset is the only thing holding you back.
So what is the biggest mistake that almost everyone is making right now? Let's dive into the core problem, the fundamental glitch in thinking that's keeping so many people stuck in the past. Okay, look over on the left. You see it, right? Hustle culture. That's the old way. Trading your precious time directly for money. It's a grind. It's a race you literally can't win. Now, look to the right. This is the new paradigm, the autonomous enterprise. This is where you stop trading hours and you start building systems, leverage systems that work for you 24/7.
And just to be clear, we're not talking about some little macro that helps you write emails faster. No way. We are talking about creating a true digital employee. I mean, read the definition here. This is an AI system that can actually reason, decide, and act on its own. The goal isn't just to help you out, it's to remove you from the process completely. That's how you get free to focus on what really matters.
So when technology makes a leap this big, from being a simple tool to a full-on employee, it means you have to make a leap too. Your role has to change. So let's break down what that new identity looks like. You know, for the longest time, the most valuable person in the tech world was the scripter, the person who knew the specific code, the syntax. Well, that's over. The power has completely shifted. Now it's all about being the workflow architect. Your focus isn't on the code anymore. It's on designing the entire process from start to finish. It's about the outcome, not the implementation details.
This quote right here, it just nails it. You've got to start thinking of yourself as a conductor. Do you need to know how to play the violin, the cello, and the trumpet? Of course not. Your job is to know how all those pieces fit together to create something incredible. That's your new role.
And here's the best part. This means you don't need a PhD in computer science to change the world anymore. What you need, what is now the most valuable skill, is a deep understanding of logic and process. Your ability to think strategically and map out a bulletproof workflow is now your #1 asset, period.
Okay, so you've got the new mindset. You're an architect. So how do you actually apply this in the real world? Well, that brings us to what the protocol calls the efficiency graph.
You know, one of the biggest traps people are falling into right now is launching these do-it-all AI agencies. But trying to be everything to everyone, that's a broken model from a bygone era. In this new landscape, it's a guaranteed recipe for failure.
The key is to be surgical. You got to be a specialist, not a generalist. Forget vague promises like, oh, we'll automate your marketing. No, you build a system that solves one very specific, very painful problem. I mean, look at this. It's a perfect example. A system that automatically qualifies an inbound lead, instantly researches their LinkedIn, and then drafts a personalized video script all in seconds. That is surgical automation. It's not just cool, it's precise, it's measurable, and man, is valuable.
And this completely changes how you measure your own value. It's got nothing to do with the hours you bill anymore. Your new metric is velocity. How fast can you spot a problem, deploy a system that crushes it, and move on to the next one? That's speed. That's the new currency.
So if your value is all about speed and impact, not ticking a clock, well, how in the world should you get paid? This question leads us straight to a brand new business model.
Think about it. When you can solve a client's month-long headache in about 10 minutes, does it make any sense to sell your time by the hour? Or even on a monthly retainer? Of course not. The old retainer model is fundamentally completely broken.
So the new model, as you can see, is what we call systems as a service. You're not selling your time anymore. You're not selling your effort. You are selling the machine itself. You're selling the performance, the efficiency, the actual tangible results your automated system cranks out.
And the way you absolutely dominate with this model is through something called vertical integration. Instead of trying to serve every business under the sun, you pick a very specific niche, say dentists in Dallas, and you become their absolute go-to expert. You become the god of that tiny world. You own it completely.
Okay, we've gone over the new mindset, the strategy, the business model. Now it's time to talk about the final, most important piece of this entire puzzle, and that's you. First things first, you have got to elevate your thinking. Stop getting bogged down in the manual work, the implementation. Your job now is to start architecting the systems that do the work for you.
Second, and this is huge, your time is your most finite asset. You can't make more of it, so stop trading it for money. Start selling the near infinite leverage that your automated systems can provide.
And finally, this is the most important identity shift of them all. You have to stop thinking like a freelancer who just rents out their skills by the hour. You need to start acting like a builder, someone who creates assets that generate value all on their own.
When it comes down to it, it's all about this one idea. The tools are here. They are cheaper. They are more powerful than ever before. Most people, they're just going to be users. So the question for you is, are you going to be a user or are you going to be an architect? The choice is yours. It's time to start building. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so the algorithm can recommend more of my content to you and other viewers as well.